I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay.
Before Drake would beef with both Tyga and Meek Mill, before he would lust after and collaborate with both Rihanna and Nicki Minaj, before Drake's signing deal became the greatest bidding war in rap history with label Young Money offering him $2 million, Drake, the world's only black, Jewish, Canadian rap star, well, his parents split up when he was really young. He was raised in a Toronto area that was predominantly Jewish, and at school he felt like a bit of an outsider because, well, everyone was white. He got into acting as young as 5 and then landed his big role in 2001 on Degrassi for 7 years.
Jimmy. Thanks. Man, you are my hero. You saved my bacon. Lettuce and tomato.
Before he walked away from his role as Jimmy Brooks, he had put out 2 mixtapes, but then he was hard up for work and he was considering getting a job as a server at a restaurant, but that's when he got a phone call from Lil Wayne that changed his life. See what I did there with him walking away from the role of Wheelchair Jimmy? My name is Michael McCrudden and welcome to Before They're Famous, documenting the life of Drake prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now this is an updated version of this video. The last one I did was a little crummy, so I hope you enjoy this one. Also, let me know in the comments down below who to document next.
Is that real?
The whole time you pretended to be my friend.
Aubrey Drake Graham was born on October 24th, 1986 in Toronto, Canada. His father, Dennis Graham, a Catholic from Memphis, Tennessee, was a drummer for legendary rock star Jerry Lee Lewis. And his mother, Sandy Graham, a Jewish Canadian school teacher who hails from a very musical family. Now his parents divorced when he was only 5 years young. His father then relocated back to Memphis. Him and his mother, they grew up on Weston Road in the Toronto burbs. That was until the 6th grade they would relocate to the upper middle class area known as Forest Hill. Growing up, his mom had him enrolled in practically everything, from young people's theater to hockey, baseball, day camp, and at the age of 5 he first auditioned, booking work as a model and appearing in commercials. There must be something going on with the Toronto kids because I too was one of those 5-year-old actor, model, commercial kids. Go figure. He had a bar mitzvah at the age of 13 and celebrated all the Jewish holidays with his mom. Although his mixed ethnicity, well, it left him feeling like a little bit of an outsider amongst his peers. So Aubrey went to school with another kid who had a father who was a talent agent, and the dad was saying, hey, if anyone makes you laugh, bring him in for an audition. Aubrey went in and he got signed. Soon after he auditioned for Degrassi and he booked the gig as being Jimmy Brooks on Degrassi.
Says I have to woo her more. Ah, how's that going, Captain Romance? This stuff really works. She can't keep her hands off. Spare me the gory deeds. I beg you.
What you say?
Landing this gig, he became the breadwinner for his family, and then he soon after, well, he dropped out of school, having attended Vaughan Road Academy and Forest Hill Collegiate to focus full-time on Degrassi. Aubrey then decided to move down to the basement of his mother's home, and while he was down there, well, he would spend his free time writing music. He had big dreams of one day owning a house with a pool and placed the photo of the most elaborate pool he could find as his computer wallpaper, a house that he would later go on to buy out in Los Angeles. While still working on Degrassi,
What you say?
Aubrey released his first mixtape and he was going by the new name of Drake. It was titled Room for Improvement and it was released in 2006 and it achieved modest sales of approximately 6,000 copies.
What you say?
A lot of those probably were Degrassi fans who were like, oh, I'm not into the hippity hoppity, you know? He followed that with another mixtape in 2007 titled Comeback Season.
New Drake album coming soon.
That was my grandmother.
Now for this one he decided to film a music video, so he would pool all his resources, ask for a lot of favors from the crew on Degrassi, also spent some of his own money, but he pumped out the music video for Replacement Girl. That video got him featured on New Joint of the Day on BET's 106 & Park, opening him up to a new audience and new fans, including Lil Wayne, who was watching that day and took notice. Around this time, Degrassi, well, they decided to revamp their cast of characters and Aubrey found himself out of work. This was around 2008 and he was a little stretched for money. He was going, my rap thing isn't working out, what am I gonna do? Do I have to get a job as a server?
It's all for the best, because it is.
But then out of nowhere, he got a phone call from Lil Wayne who wanted Drake to get on a flight that night to arrive in Houston and to start working on his tour. Drake and Wayne recorded a couple songs together during this time, and although Drake was certainly a member of Wayne's crew, Young Money, he had yet to be signed by the label. In 2009, Drake dropped his third mixtape, this one titled So Far Gone, and on there was the track Best I Ever Had, and that one became a hit all over the world. Probably because the opening scene of that music video is just too good. On June 29, 2009, it was confirmed that Drake had signed a record deal with Young Money Entertainment. There he got to hang out with a lady that he had long admired, known as Nicki Minaj. but she would be down with his advances. In fact, she would treat him like a kid brother. But I'm sure the guy sorted out with a few ladies since then. I think he's doing alright. And the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Michael McCrad. Thanks for checking out my personal channel. I do all sorts of celebrity bios on here. I've done Drake before, but I'm doing updates to some of the crustier videos. Let me know who you want to hear about in the next video. Also, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye.